Oh, hey everybody! In this video we're going to talk about transformations of functions. I hope you're ready because it's time for math with Mr. Troy. Okay, a little bit different type of video today. In this video, I am going to walk you through the beginnings of an investigation lab, and then you are going to take a look at the rest of it to see if you can figure out what is going on. Should be a little fun and a little different. It's going to take a little bit of work on your own, but I think you'll be fine. Okay, so we are trying to figure out what happens to a function if you do different things to it. So I have prepared this document for you, and I have it linked. I'll have it linked in the doobly-doo down below, and I will also have it available elsewhere. And we're trying to figure out what happens if you take some function and you add a number after it, or you change by addition or subtraction inside the input. Okay, so the first thing that I want to answer is, and this is the one that I'm going to walk you guys through. And so what happens if you take a function like y equals the absolute value of x, and you turn it into y equals the absolute value of x plus 3? So I prepared this worksheet for you. The way you use it is you can open a folder by clicking on the arrow, and then you can turn on any one of these graphs. So what happens if I take my function output and I add 1? Okay. What happens if I take my function output and I subtract 3? Okay. Now what happens if I take a random value? So if you click play, you can see what happens if you take a random value. So your goal as you're walking through this worksheet or writing it on your own paper and going through this Desmos is to figure out that sort of thing. Okay, we'll of course go over it, so you don't need to worry about not getting it right on the first try, but it is a chance for you to investigate. Okay, so with that in mind, let's talk about just the first one so you have a way of kind of understanding what you should be writing. So what we just saw was an example of a vertical shift. For details and notes, we can write something like adding 3 moved the function up 3. Now there's probably more you're going to want to write there. So for example, subtracting 1 moved the function down 1, or you might want to generalize that. So the way that you would generalize that would be to say adding slash subtracting moves up or down by k units. And when I say up or down, that's adding moves up, subtracting moves down. Okay, so you are going to try to work through that Desmos activity and fill out the rest of these rows. Good luck!